Hi, my dear students. I'm really happy to see you back after a long gap of 2.5 months. And let me ask you one frank question. Were you happy all these days? What did you do actually? Anybody, please tell me. Of course, the COVID pandemic is really a threat to the whole world. My dear students, are you in the practice of reading newspaper? Yes, I know you are all good readers. Hope everybody know the status of the world now. It is really pathetic. What was your experience? I really love to hear from you all. But I'm sorry, the time span may not permit me to listen to you all. But definitely, keep a notebook for that and write what were your experiences during these 2.5 months of lockdown. And you are seeing the souls rested in heaven. We can tell that. Just pray for them a minute. For the departed souls. And pray to God that you are safe and sound. Of course, it's a gratitude. You must be grateful that you are hale and hearty and listening to the classes of teachers. Isn't it? Am I correct? Yes or no? So, now, moving on to the point. What were you doing all these days? Let me tell you frankly, that is, some persons might have done some social service. Is that so? Of course, remember that social distancing is very, very important. And of course, wear mask whenever you are going out to keep yourself safe and of course for the safety of the mankind. Am I correct? Hope all my dear students will obey that. And what were your hobbies during these lockdown day? Did you practice your hobbies, or some persons might have some innate qualities? And when I went through all the WhatsApp messages, I could see lot of persons are flourishing with their, YouTube videos. Then by singing songs, their talents, they were showing their talents by singing, dancing. Then of course, gardening also. Did anybody create any kitchen garden at home? Or started it? Now, green color is very, very important. We are supposed to keep our environment green, litter free. So, now I am before you, even though I am not in person, but my mind is with you. Of course, you also might be thinking that after 2 months or 1.5 months, we shall meet again. Is that so? Don't you wish so? Apart from all these hobbies, some persons are glued to the computers. I am not mocking. I know very well. They were playing games. Other than that, nothing else. Some persons may agree, isn't it? So that is other part. But you could have written certain notes on COVID-19 or the lockdown or your experiences. If so, well and good, keep it up. Or those who haven't yet started, please start it today itself, because procrastination never helps you. So please start it today itself. And you must show your gratitude to all the, not only family members, the society, and all the members of our world organization, who is definitely hard working in order to make our country safe and secure. So the first lesson that we are going to have in class 9 is the fun they had. And you know, actually I don't know, this is exactly what we are doing now. And this is written by Sir Isaac Asimov. And in this lesson, you know, is about a futuristic classroom. You know, futuristic classroom. I am repeating the word futuristic class, but we are experiencing it now. So let me tell you, the protagonist of this lesson is Margie, who is an 11-year-old girl, and Tommy, a boy of 13. And Margie's mother's name is Mrs. Jones. These are the three main characters. Of course, protagonist is the little girl, Margie. I hope all the students are having the textbook with you. When you are having a language class, don't forget to take your textbook and of course notebook and a pen too. I think all of you have opened your textbook. Those who didn't, keep your textbooks on table for today. Please do keep it for the next day. Don't forget. And of course a notebook and a pen too. So all of you listen. The fun they had. The story we shall read is set in the future when books and schools, as we now know them, will perhaps not exist. How will children study then? So this is the topic that we are dealing and we are experiencing now. Am I right? Margie even wrote about it that night in her diary. Look at the screen too. Margie even wrote about that night in her diary. We are quite familiar with the diary entries, isn't it? Don't you remember that? On the passage headed May 17, 2157. Now We are in 2020, isn't it? 2157, she wrote, today Tommy found a real book. Please do underline real. That is very, very important, real. Because this story is happening in 2157. So, and see the exclamatory mark. You know, when you are putting an exclamatory mark, that exclamation comes, isn't it? So thrilled and amused. So, Tommy found a real book. Please underline that word real. And did you see that? It is the quoted words. That is a direct speech. And of course, that is why double inverted commas plus, since it's an exclamatory sentence, an exclamatory mark is also put there. And over to screen, my dear students. Please see that book's condition. It was a very old book. Please read it again. It was a very old book. Margie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all stories were printed on paper. They turned the pages which were yellow and crinkly, and it was awfully funny to read words that stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to on a screen, you know. Both Tommy and Margie, they are not familiar with this book. This is because this is an old, very old book. So, those pages were yellow and crinkly. And what is the meaning of crinkly? With many folds. With many folds or lines. So, it's a new word. Please understand the meaning, and you could see that in the screen too, which were yellow and crinkly, and it was awfully funny to read words that stood still, because nowadays, not only in e-book is there, Kindle. Are you familiar with Kindle? Lot of persons must have prescribed for it, isn't it? And subscription also will be there. So, which were yellow and crinkly, and it was awfully funny to read words that stood still, because in computer screen and all, the letters move. But here you can read it again, over again and again, which still stood still instead of moving the way they are supposed to on a screen, you know, because these students or these children are quite familiar only with the screen, where the letters will come and then go. Our Tommy has entered. Gee, said Tommy, what a waste. When you are through with the book, you just throw it away. I guess our television screen must have had 1,000,000 books on it, and it's good for plenty more. I wouldn't throw it away. So here comes that Kindle, where you can read if you are a voracious reader. You can just subscribe for Kindle and read. Of course, I am reminding you, even after reading, you better write all the characters' name and of course a short summary about it, which is a treasure for your future life. And of course, it will enhance your reading, listening, and of course your communicative skills. As you all know, CBSE has prescribed ASL, Assessment of Speaking and Listening. So, let me tell you, please listen and speak out. You must not have any apprehension or inhibition about it. So come back. What a waste when you are through the book. You just throw it away. Tommy is telling that after reading the book, you are just throwing it away. But our television screen, it is having million books on it and it's good for plenty more. And I wouldn't throw it away. Now comes our protagonist. Do you remember what's her name, my children? Anybody, please answer me. Her name is Margie. Same with me. Said Margie. She was 11 and hadn't seen as many telebooks as Tommy had. He was 13. Just see that. When some persons come, no, they will tell that you are supposed to call me not by name. I am your elder brother or elder sister. You are not supposed to call me like that. Likewise, here also, she was 11 and Tommy was 13. So 2 years older to her. She said, "Where did you find it?" Where did you find it? In my house. He pointed without looking because he was busy reading. In the attic. So, attic. Are you familiar with this word attic? You might not be familiar with the word attic, but in old houses, your grandparents' house or anybody else's, you might have seen a room which can store anything or everything. That is an attic. A space just below the roof used as a storeroom. You can store anything what you want. That is an attic. So, where did Tommy find this book? Tommy found this book in an attic. Am I clear, children? Hope all of you are following me. Then, our Margie is asking, what is it about? Of course, all will be eager. When you see the cover of a book itself, some persons are attracted or fascinated towards reading. But when you see certain books, oh, I don't want to read it because the pages may not have any colorful cover page. Likewise, here Margie is telling what is it about, or rather she is asking what is it about? School. Margie was scornful. School. What's there to write about school? I hate school. She was telling that. Margie was scornful. Hate, contemptuous. She didn't want to listen about school. Because why she doesn't want to listen? or read about school? Because she hated school. Margie hated school. That is the first point that you have to remember. Margie hated school. And the mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography, and she had been doing worse and worse until her mother called, shaken her head sorrowfully, and sent for the county inspector. Another person, let me introduce county inspector. A county inspector is a person or a mechanic. He is a mechanic who repairs mechanical teachers. Margie's mother called a county inspector because Margie was disappointed and she doesn't want to be in the school because she was getting low marks. As you people know, when you get good marks, you will be so thrilled and share, and you will definitely share with your parents, friends and everybody. But if you are getting low score, what will be your condition? You will be totally disgusted, disappointed, sad. So, as a mother, Mrs. Jones, what's her name? Let me remind you, Mrs. Jones, Margie's mother. She called a county inspector to see whether her mechanical teacher is working properly or not. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. Margie had hoped he wouldn't know how to put it together again, but he knew how all right, and after an hour or so, there it was again, large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. That wasn't so bad. The part Margie hated most was a slot where she had to put homework and test papers. She always had to write them out in a punch code. They made her learn when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks in no time. Now, dear children, let me share. This is the mechanism that we are now following. Hope all of you have attended the online exams during the months of April and May. And you got the assessment also. And some were so sad because even after attempting the correct answers, you didn't fare well. That was the result you saw. But let me share. This will be the condition from now. But that errors won't happen. As you know, to err is human, but to forgive is divine. To err is human and to forgive is divine. So please forget about it. Come back. Let's hope that we won't make any such mistakes hereafter. And we will give you the correct assessment. So try to attempt it. The inspector had smiled after he was finished and patted Margie's head. As you know now, I'm really missing my students. Why? Because personal touch, personal interaction, hugging, talking to each other in a classroom, well-defined classroom. Let me underline well-defined classroom is something needed for any human being. Of course, I'm a teacher, you are listening to it, that is true. But somehow, I too miss my students' presence. That physical presence is needed. Are my children wishing to come back to school? To have the fun, the pranks, etc. And have a quarrel with your friends. And of course, to share girls, especially girls, to share the stories of the films that you had already seen. And for boys, all the games that you have played. Is that so? Hope everyone will agree with me. Yes or no? That's it. The inspector had smiled after he was finished and patted Margie's head. That's why I told, patting gives us lot of consolation, a boosting, an inspiration, a motivation. He said to her mother, it's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. Jones. I think the geography sector was geared a little too quick. Those things happen sometimes. I have slowed it up to an average 10-year level. So again, I am stressing, Margie is a 11-year-old girl. Actually, the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory. And he patted Margie's head again. So that gives a sort of consolation, not only to Margie, but to her parent also. Margie was disappointed. She had been hoping they would take the teacher away altogether. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. So she said to Tommy, why would anyone write about a school? Again she was hesitant, or she had a doubt. Why these people are writing about school? Why they didn't get any other topic? Tommy looked at her with her very superior eyes. Tommy looked at her with her very superior eyes. It's not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully. Centuries ago. It is not centuries ago. And just see, Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes. He was the authority to tell. Or rather, he was superior. Because it's not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. He added loftily, authentically, authoritatively, loftily, in a superior way. You will be using the same type of language to your younger brother or younger sister, isn't it? If they are disobeying you or if they are doing any sort of pranks, you will just warn them. You are not supposed to do it, I am telling. So likewise, he added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. Again, Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, anyway, they had a teacher. Please underline that. They had a teacher. Please underline that word. They had a teacher. See the screen? They had a teacher. Please, children, just to watch the slides over there. Virtual classroom, which we at Dayapuram are practicing now, isn't it? Yes or no? Then see the difference between classroom learning and e-learning. You will have to think about it. The other student, of course, he is also happy. But there is a lot of difference. See that. Then comes a mechanical teacher. Just see the children over there. And of course, the robot also. Then the modern kids, like you, my dear children. All of you are in this way, no? See, those two children are glued. They are couch potatoes. This is the e-learning where the chairs are empty and where the computers take the seats. See this? This is the truth or the naked truth of this era. But a live classroom, see the difference? The student is trying to answer a question raised by the teacher. Hope we will also make it possible, isn't it? Hope all are wishing for it. Yes, the fun they had, as we discussed earlier, Isaac Asimov. And this is the picture. Just see schools of the future, but we are seeing it now. Classroom, a live classroom with full of pictures drawn by students. See, all are enjoying, clapping, laughing. And now you see the author is Isaac Asimov. The story, The Fun They Had, was written by the Russian-born American writer Isaac Asimov. He immigrated to the United States along with his family and became a professor of biochemistry. He published his first science fiction novel, Pebble in the Sky, in 1950. He was an immensely prolific author who penned a lot of books. He wrote influential sci-fi novels like I, Robot and the Foundation trilogy. So, as we discussed earlier, it is a futuristic story settled in 2157, and the protagonist of the story is an 11-year-old girl named Margie. And of course, Tommy, the county inspector, and Mrs. Jones are the other characters. See that? I told the word real means a lot. The pages of the old book were yellow and crinkly. See that picture? Tommy found this book in the attic of his house. He thinks that books is a waste compared to the television. Margie too thought television was better than books because she lives in that era. The old book was about a school. She was scornful. She hated school as her mechanical teacher was giving her test after test in geography. Lessons were shown on a big screen and questions were asked. There is a slot to put homework and test paper. Please jot it down. Don't forget to jot the important points. Margie hated most was the slot where she had to put homework and test papers. Again, important. Margie thought that the inspector wouldn't be able to put it together again, but he knew how to rectify it. Just see how sad was Margie because she thought that she can escape from it, like you people escaping from exams. Why would anyone write about school? That was her question. And Tommy in a superior explained about the old school system which functioned centuries ago. The fun they had. See, some persons are playing, some persons are painting. Just watch it, how nice it is, isn't it? Then, now going for the vocabulary, scornful, contemptuous. See her face? Showing you think something is worthless. Attic, as we explained earlier, is a space just below the roof used as a storeroom. See that picture? It's not at all kept neat. That is why it is. Now, thinking about the textbook. Hope you have understood the portion that we covered today. How old are Margie and Tommy? Please take it down in your notebook. Margie was 11 and Tommy was 13 years old. What did Margie write in her diary? She wrote in her diary, today, this May 17, 2157, Tommy found a real book. So far, I think you have understood. And crinkly with many folds or lines. Another meaning, slot, position, a given space, time or position. Slot meaning a given space, time or position. Okay, so today we come to the end of our session. Hope you have all comprehended what we dealt with today. The fun they had. So for the next class, please prepare yourself and come. And if you have any doubts regarding the portions covered, don't have any sort of inhibition or hesitation. You are free to ask me. So, thank you my children. Have a nice day.